Alright, let's talk about episode 2 of Agatha All Along. Spoilers coming, so if you haven't seen episode 2, just scroll and come back later. Alright, episode 2 starts right where episode 1 left off. Agatha is gathering her belongings and she's getting ready to just leave her house. With the Salem 7 coming after her, she wants to be as far away as possible. Teen character is still tied up in her closet, but he gets out and he says, "Take me down the road. Let's go down the witch's road." Agatha says, "No, it's a myth, it's not real," but Teen already knows, he already did his homework. He's like, "Yes, it is real, I know it's real, I know you've walked it before, and I know it's just something that witches tell newbie witches to scare him off." Agatha is impressed by how much he knows and how much research he has done, so she asks him his name. When he says it, there's a black squiggly line over his mouth, and we don't hear nothing, and Agatha doesn't hear nothing, which only intrigues her more. She decides to bring him along, but she knows to conjure up the road, the witch's road, you need a coven of witches, so she goes to assemble her coven. Without giving too much away, Agatha needs 4 more witches to complete her coven, so she sets forth to get them. It doesn't prove to be an easy task, but with the help of Teen, she gets her coven. So she's at home getting ready for the coven to come. She doesn't know if they're going to come, but she's hopeful. Lo and behold, they do show up. But they need 1 more witch. You find out there's 1 more name on the list that Agatha didn't go talk to. You find out it's not really a name, it's a black heart, which alludes at the fact that it's Rio, but Agatha doesn't want to talk to Rio, so she still needs 1 more witch. That's when she has the idea to go and collect Mrs. Hart from WandaVision. When Agatha goes to Mrs. Hart, she is in her garden. We find out some more personal details about Mrs. Hart, including that her name is Sharon. And Agatha invites Sharon to a party at her house. Sharon says yes, and she goes with Agatha, thus collecting the last witch for the coven. That's when they all head to the basement to conjure up the witch's road. Agatha sends Teen upstairs, saying to close windows because the house is drafty. Teen listens, and that's when Agatha and her coven start to sing to conjure up the road. The song is amazing. The harmonies were perfect. Catherine's voice, Patti LuPone's voice, it was amazing. I loved it. It gave everything my theater heart wanted. As they're conjuring up the witch's road, Teen is upstairs doing what he was asked. He finds Senor Scratchy and he starts to give Senor Scratchy some much needed TLC. That's when the Salem 7 appear, and Teen is scared out of his mind. He tries to protect the house, but eventually it's too much for him and he heads down to the basement. Again, without giving too much away, Agatha and the witches have a confrontation in the basement. Agatha gets accused of the road not being real, her just gathering them together so she can get them mad, trick them into blasting her with their magic so that she can get some magic back. During the confrontation, one of them looks down and realizes there's a door on the floor now. Agatha goes to open it. She can't, it's too heavy, so everyone goes to help her. They open it, and that's when Teen comes running down the stairs, and he's like, "Is that the road? Let's go now." Then you see that one of the Salem 7 is right behind them, so they all go down the steps, and they close the door behind them. Once they head down the steps, you see that there's a beautiful road in front of them, and they all take their shoes off, and they head down the road. And that's where the episode ends. You see the witch's road. It's very beautiful. The episode was very good, very exciting, very intriguing. It gets you excited for next week's episode. Don't forget that a new episode of Agatha premieres every Wednesday on Disney+, and don't forget to come back to my channel to see the recap every Friday. Have a magical day. Bye!